It's NBA trade season. What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of Raps Report. I'm your host, Luca Rosano, and in today's show, I will tell you 5 blockbuster NBA trades that could happen before the trade deadline. That trade deadline is fast approaching, so we're going to take a look at some possible trades. Before we do just that, do me a solid favor, everyone. Smash that like button, sub to the channel if you are new, and ring the bell. We are so close to 21K, my good people. Let's get it. Leave your comments down below. Go and follow me on social media if you aren't already. And finally, consider becoming a channel member today. Hit that join button so you receive custom perks, badges, and emojis for all of my videos and live streams. Hopefully, the Raptors will be back in action tomorrow night as they will take on the Detroit Pistons. That game was supposed to happen tonight, but of course got moved because of health and safety protocols. Okay, we're not going to waste any time, guys. We're going to jump right into this list. And the first trade that I could see happening is a trade involving the Cavaliers and the Clippers. The Cavaliers receiving Pat Beverly, Lou Williams, and Zubats, and the Clippers receiving Andre Drummond. So we already know that the Cavaliers are no longer planning to play Andre Drummond as they work out a trade involving the two-time All-Star center before the NBA's March 25th deadline. And that trade could be with the Los Angeles Clippers. Drummond would bring the Clippers franchise size immediately, which they do not possess with their current center situation with Zubats and Serge Ibaka. Now, Drummond cannot compete with the likes of Anthony Davis on offense, but he could hold his own defensively. Drummond brings that size and the potential of coming down with 15 boards per night. And he does a great job of neutralizing any team's hope for second chance points. As for Ibaka, he's versatile and could play at power forward, so that would mean that he and Drummond could play at the same time. So this would be a move that I could see the Clippers making if they do want to add another big to try to combat the Lakers' size, because once Anthony Davis returns from that injury and he's fully healthy, the Lakers are going to be still the team to beat in the Western Conference. The next trade that I could see happening before the NBA trade deadline, the Heat would receive Victor Oladipo and PJ Tucker, while the Rockets would receive Duncan Robinson, Andre Iguodala, and Kelly Olynyk. Ever since there's been rumors about Victor Oladipo potentially getting traded before the deadline, Miami's name has surfaced, and Miami has been on Victor Oladipo's radar for a while now. He's a perfect fit there in Miami. Good two-way combo guard, and I think the Heat are going to make a move at the deadline. They've obviously been in talks with, trying to get Kyle Lowry, and Victor Oladipo's name has come up. I think when it's all said and done, Oladipo will be headed to Miami. Victor Oladipo, he wants a long-term deal. He didn't sign the extension with the Rockets, so, it would be in the Rockets' best interest to try to trade Oladipo and officially begin this rebuild, because that team is not getting better, and the Heat are a team that's right there, maybe a piece away from once again contending for an NBA Finals appearance. I did a show yesterday dedicated to the Heat and why they are the most dangerous team in 2021. They go out and get Oladipo, the Heat will be cooking. Another trade that I could see happening before the NBA trade deadline, a deal involving the Boston Celtics and the Atlanta Hawks, and the trade would be as follows. Boston would receive John Collins, and the Hawks would receive Peyton Pritchard, Carson Edwards, a 2021 first-round pick, a 2023 first-round pick, and a 2025 first-round pick. John Collins provides tremendous size, and it was said that the Hawks are trying to deal him, or at least they were listening to offers. I think Boston needs to make a move. This is a team that has been up and down, mostly down lately, and they could go out and get a big like John Collins who would help that team tremendously. This could be a trade that I see going down. Okay, the next trade that I could see happening before the NBA trade deadline, and Raptors fans might not like this one, but this is a deal involving the Toronto Raptors and the Philadelphia 76ers, where Kyle Lowry goes to the 76ers, and in return, the Raptors would get this. And this is actually a trade pitched by Josh Eberle on Twitter. The Raptors would receive Danny Green, Mike Scott, Vincent Poirier, Tyrese Maxey, and a 2021 first-round pick. Now, I know Raptors fans are probably looking at this and saying, oh, I would definitely want Seth Curry and Maxey in a deal for Kyle Lowry. Listen, I would love that too. That would be the best trade scenario. But I just can't see the Sixers giving up both Curry and Maxey in the same trade. I don't even know if the Sixers would want to part ways with Maxey. Apparently, they didn't want to give up Maxey for James Harden. So would they want to give up Maxey for a 34-year-old aging point guard in Kyle Lowry? If the Sixers do want to compete this season with the Nets, I believe they got to go get someone. And right now, the name that has been linked to Philadelphia is a Philly boy himself, Kyle Lowry. So I see it coming, guys. I just have this feeling that a Kyle Lowry trade might just happen. I know his agent shot down the rumors from a week ago that stated that Lowry could get traded to the Clippers, Sixers, or Heat. But I think when it's all said and done, we might be seeing Kyle Lowry's last days in a Toronto Raptors uniform. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that doesn't happen. Obviously, I want to see Lowry retire a Raptor. But if he does get traded, I think the likely culprit will be the Philadelphia 76ers. And if the Sixers can give the Raptors Maxey, that would be a big, big get for Toronto's future. And again, if somehow Masai could finesse Maxey and Seth Curry in the same deal, then that would be a total win in my opinion. All right, guys, the final trade that could happen before the NBA trade deadline. A deal involving the Knicks and the Timberwolves. And the deal would be KarlAnthony Towns going to the Knicks and the Timberwolves receiving Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and most likely 2 first-round picks. So there's been a lot of buzz lately with KarlAnthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And New York Knicks' head coach, Tom Thibodeau, would welcome a reunion with KarlAnthony Towns if the Timberwolves are willing to shop the 2-time All-Star. And this is according to Ian Bagley of the Putback. The Knicks, they're competing. They're in a playoff spot as it stands right now. They got playoff aspirations on their mind. If the Knicks truly believe that they got what it takes to compete, we could see the Knicks take a swing and try to go after a big name and make a blockbuster trade work. I mean, the Knicks do have pieces. Julius Randle is playing out of this world right now. If there was ever a time to capitalize on his trade stock, now would be the time. You pair Randle with a Mitchell Robinson and 2 firsts, you could go out and get a KarlAnthony Towns if Minnesota's willing to listen. And I mean, right now, the Timberwolves, they're not getting any better. They remain to be the bottom feeders of the West. Maybe Minnesota says, we want to start fresh. You know what? Take KarlAnthony Towns. The Knicks could come in and get a big-time player that would make them a very interesting team in the Eastern Conference. And the Knicks could possibly be looking at this as an opportunity to maybe even try to win a playoff round. You go out and get KarlAnthony Towns. Not only do you remain competitive now, but he would be a big piece to that already bright Knicks future. And I can't believe I'm saying that as a Raptors fan. The Knicks future, for the first time in a while, actually looks somewhat decent. So this is the final trade that I could see happening where Cat goes to the Knicks. So here are 5 trades that could happen before the NBA trade deadline hits. This is all opinion-based. This is me just going with instinct. What do you think? Do you see some of these trades happening? Do you not? Let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Please do me a solid. Again, please smash that like button. Sub to the channel if you are new and ring the bell. I'm coming out with content pretty much every day. It's absolutely free if you like and sub, and it does help me a lot. I'll be back at it again tomorrow night with a live stream. I'll be doing the Raptors and Pistons game, and then on Thursday, I'll be doing the Raptors and Celtics game, as this week we'll, see the final games played before the NBA All-Star break happens this coming weekend. So that's it for me, guys. As always, thank you so much for watching. Your support means the world, and I will catch you all again in the next one. Till next time, be great and stay blessed, and look out for some trades. Peace.